Next episode. Today is 159 days since Melissa died, and I thought I would have been to the U.S. before now, but I was waiting to get an apartment, of course, and I was waiting to. That was most of what I was waiting for, actually, and that never happened. So last night I booked my tickets, my round trip tickets to the U.S. And I'm gonna start off in Los Angeles, go see my new friend. Oh, she's not new anymore. She's a few months old, but I'm gonna go see Monique, who I've introduced you to in some earlier episodes, I guess. And then that'll be fun. Fun is something I need. And of course, I'm then going to jump over to Phoenix and go with the tribe and cry a lot and smile and talk about the past, things that have always made me happy, again, with people that made me happy. And I'll be happy, but I'm going to drown them in tears. But it's just a good combination. I'm going to hang with a new friend, go see some stuff, do things, go on an adventure that I would have not been on, and then go see some friends and get some work, hopefully, in Phoenix, help offset some of the costs, just again, get doing what I do. And there's no downside to this, other than I'm anticipating, of course, an irrational fear and anxiety, which shouldn't make any sense, but there's nothing about this that makes sense. So it seems to be the pattern. It seems to be what happens. So I'm just going to anticipate it, which I probably shouldn't even do. But at best it doesn't show up. At worst it does show up. At least I'll be aware that it's going to, and try to figure out how to mitigate it before it happens. What else? That's the big thing. I'm really looking forward to that. That's coming up soon. So at that point, I'll definitely be making some videos from there, and yeah. So looking forward to it. The last week, right now you would know it, but the last week has just it's been a bit on the downside. So at its worst this week, better than the best it was early on in this, like the first 4 months. Yeah, I will take the worst of these days. When the worst of these days was on the 27th, when the day that marks Melissa's death, on the 27th of every month. So that was probably the worst. My sleep is still a bit up in the air. I still wake up. I still have thoughts, but there's nowhere near as bad. They're not ridiculous, but they're not the dreadful things about me going homeless and not being able to do anything and fearing for every single little thing. I'm not doing that now. That's big. That's very big. But yeah, it's been a little bit of setback. So it's one of those things where this grief, it's not. Here I am. I'm gonna say it's not predictable. I'm trying to predict it, but as far as me, it popping up when I go to the U.S. But it's yeah, I don't know. You just can't, because some days it's like you're moving forward, some days you're moving backwards, some days I don't know. I wish if it were just a treadmill, if it was just something predictable, you could do something with it, but no. Anyway, again, on the apartment thing, I recently I went into Paris to go to look at a place. Really, it turned out to be really cute, but it didn't work out. I chose this one. This time I think it would have worked out, but I just chose, it was cute, but it didn't check all the boxes that I need. And so I said no. But then, of course, since I'm down in that area, I went for a walk, and I just go see the Canal Saint Martin, which is one of my favorite places to just hang out in Paris. It's just lovely. So I'll take a walk down there. So just to get my bearings where I was, I looked and I saw on my phone map the Hospital Saint Louis, which is the hospital that Melissa was checked into first. And I guess we spent the most time there. So what do? For some strange reason, I'm like, I'm gonna go and take a walk to the hospital on the way because it's close by the canal. And something pulled me. So recently I said on a video that I'm getting better at not pulling myself into the hole. Like when I recognize something's going to pull me down, I'm getting better at finding a way to just stop that slide and just bring myself up somewhat. This wasn't one of those times. I saw this coming like the entire way, and yet I still did it. I walked down to the hospital. I just like I had so many times in that dreadful month. And I walked into it's a beautiful complex that was made hundreds of years ago. It's just so traditionally Paris. They have a really pretty little garden park in the center of it. And I had taken Melissa there a number of times. We'd gone down for a walk, and then when she couldn't walk, I'd take her down in in a wheelchair. And yeah, so I walked in there, I sat down, and exactly on cue, I just cried my eyes out. It's my own fault. I knew it was coming. I knew exactly how it would work out, and it played out exactly that way. So, okay, so you can occasionally predict what's going to happen. But I just strange that I went. It's like my friend Monique had said, it's like pushing on your bruise or messing with your canker sore or something like that. You're just poking and prodding just to see, does it still hurt? I mean, beyond that, I think there's a certain something like that. Do I enjoy the pain? Is it not just does it still hurt, but there's some addiction to the pain, and like that's weird, but it plays out. It's got to be something to it. There's got to be, but yeah, just being there. I don't know. Was it cathartic? I don't know what purpose it meant. I don't know. It got a lot of tears out quickly, I'll tell you that much. So then, yeah, so my friend Monique called while I was sitting there, which is luckily just after I had called, and I did a little short so that if you've seen that. But then I talked for a while, and she has a great way of cheering me up. Or at least getting me out of my my head. And so that was good. Yeah, it's overall things they're looking up. I mean, nothing's really changing, like in the physical world, but my spirits are better. My car is going to sell, which is I'm moving back to Paris eventually when I get that opportunity. And a car in Paris is just a pain in the butt. So and I could use the cash. So those are the two wins, and that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm happy about that. Yeah, again, there's not a lot really to say at this point. There's going to be. I know the next one, especially. Maybe I'll do one before I get to Paris or to get to the U.S. But I know in the U.S. I'll probably have a lot to talk about. So in the meantime, yeah, things are looking up. Things are feeling better. Like nothing really that's there's nothing that I can say that's changed in the world around me. Like I'm still barely working. Like I still have brain fog. That's inner versus outer. But my gut is telling me it's funny that I can think it's funny that my gut is telling me that life is going to play out in my favor, and my brain is saying like, what do you have that? What do you have to base that on? So I'm going with the gut. I have to tell my brain to shut the fuck up and just let's go with the gut on this one. So anyway, until next time, I hope you're doing better. I hope I'm. Oh, here's the thing. I read every comment, and it's hard to say that I can be happy when everybody is so sad. But what I'm happy about is that the whole reason I decided to post these is that it might help some people. And I'm reading in the comments that they're saying that it's helping, and that makes me feel so good. And I will take feeling good wherever I can get it. So thank you, and thank you for taking the time to share your stories. And the whole purpose of this is to just get people talking, get us to all recognize that none of us are alone in this, as isolating as it can feel. And if you've followed along, I don't know if you're seeing this, this is the first one you're seeing. If it is, then if you look back, it was ugly. It's not done, but it's much closer to being done, I hope, than where I started. And I'm way out from where I was. It was dark. It was awful. And if you followed along, then I hope this is going to show you that there's hope out there, that there's some positivity, that absolute train wreck, that car crash, that awful place that so many people have been to, and we all have similarities, and yet each one of our stories is unique because only we knew what it is, the connection that we had to what or whom we lost. And it gets better. It gets better. So there's that. Anyway, until next time.